Get the coins for the players you want at MUT Reserve. Use code MILLION for 15% off. What's up, everybody? This is $1 Million Mutt here again with another video. And today, guys, we're going to go over best abilities to use on defense. If you guys didn't see me, my video on offensive best abilities to use, make sure you check out that video. I know a lot of people enjoyed that, got a lot of good feedback on that. But guys, we're going to go over defense now. I've done a past video in this, and you guys responded well to it. But this one here, we got to update it just because of the fact we got better overall players. There's better players that certainly don't need that ability, and other players that do now. So I'm going to go over that with you guys in this video. We're going to start off with defensive line, guys, and I'm going to put I'm going to say the abilities to use on defensive line, linebackers, safeties, cornerbacks, things like that. So that way you guys could choose. It depends how you run your defense. If you're more trying to stop the run, if you're more trying to stop the pass, so on and so forth. If you're trying to be balanced, which that's usually what I try to do, be balanced. But we're going to start right here, guys, for Aaron Donald. Now, to me, the best ability on defense right now, guys, is inside stuff. Inside stuff for me on defensive line, especially when you got a lot of people running out there, it's one of the best abilities I feel at this point in the game. It's 2 AP points on certain pass rushers or certain defensive linemen and outside linebackers. So I do want to say that. For others, it could be 3 AP points. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't use 3 AP points on it. That's not what I do. I usually just try to use players that it's 2 AP points. But to me, inside stuff is one of the top ones. Another one, guys, is edge threat. Edge threat is still a dominant one. A lot of people are countering it now with the edge threat blocking for left tackle and right tackle. So that's how you counter that. A lot of people are countering edge threat now. There's some games where you're going to go against people that don't have that. So that's where edge threat will trigger a lot more. But it does work, guys. It's a very powerful ability. And then, guys, double or nothing. Double or nothing is one of the top 3, I believe, right now in defensive linemen. A lot of people are using it. It costs 1 AP point, but it costs 1,000 training. So keep that in mind. But yeah, guys, that to me are pretty much the top 3 for defensive line. That's what I would go with if I were you guys. And then another thing, guys, I would line up this guy as your rush DT for inside stuff. Now, some people run it on 2 defensive linemen. It does work on 2 defensive linemen, especially 2, because when one doesn't trigger, the other one triggers. So it's kind of tough to run on them sometimes. So it just all depends what angle they get. Now, sometimes they do overshoot the gap, stuff like that, but it still kind of messes up the run play and kind of stalls the running back a bit to get your other players there to make the tackle. And then, guys, it's going to take me to outside linebackers. Now, inside linebackers and outside linebackers are completely different the way I run my defense. I'm going to go right here and show you here. I do have Derrick Thomas as my rusher, and you can see here I got double or nothing on him. Now, I have double or nothing, and the only reason I do is because no outsiders cost 3 AP points for him. Just like inside stuff, I wouldn't run inside stuff on him anyways, but I'm just letting you guys see that sometimes it's 3 AP points. But double or nothing, guys, it's a really good one. A lot of people are using it on multiple defensive linemen. It costs 1 AP point, so you could have it on 3 or 4 off defensive linemen, and it'll just make it that much better. But yeah, guys, double or nothing right now. If it was 2 AP points, which I'll show you on Ricky Jackson, I run no outsiders, guys. It's 2 AP points. It can work really, really well sometimes. Sometimes it don't, but more often than not, just like any ability, they're not always going to trigger every time. And then, guys, edge threat. There you go again, edge threat again. If you got those outside rushing linebackers, that's the one you want right there. Like I said, a lot of people are countering it now, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, guys, edge threat, double or nothing, no outsiders. That's what I'll go with on my outside linebackers. And then, guys, for defensive linebackers, I mean, I don't use no abilities on this team for linebacker. I use it on my Ravens squad just for a certain reason, because Sam Mills is a lot faster on that team, but he doesn't get the animations that a safety will get, so keep that in mind. I do like playing with my safeties at linebacker. But when I do play with them, the reason I run lurker here, which I feel is probably the best one for linebackers at the current time. It's just because of the fact that you will get those animations. Probably not as good as safeties, but you're still going to get those animations. In fact, I played a game where he had like 2 interceptions, and I saw the difference, and I kept it on him. It costs 2 AP points for him. For other players, it could cost 3. So just keep that in mind. Another one on safety, guys, that I see a lot of people running even on their sub linebacker safeties is Tackle Supreme. So I do want to say that Tackle Supreme or Secure Tackler, either or. Tackle Supreme is just going to give you that opportunity to not get faked out. But Secure Tackler, a lot of people are using that because there's a lot of broken tackles in this game at the moment, especially Saquon. He's breaking a lot of tackles. But yeah, guys, Lurker, Tackle Supreme, or Secure Tackler, I will go with that at linebacker. I will say this. I did used to have mid-zone knockout with Sam Mills, and it worked really, really well. So I do want to throw that out there. Outside linebacker, guys, I already went over that. Ricky Jackson here is no outsiders. So I just wanted to show you that. I said I will. You see him here with no outsiders. And then, guys, defensive backs. I'm gonna put defensive backs right here for safeties. And this is what I run on my safeties, guys. Acrobat. Acrobat, I believe, is one of the most underrated abilities at 1 AP point that they could have in this game. Now, if you guys remember, bench press was 1 AP point, and they brought it up to 3 AP points. I wouldn't doubt if they do the same for Acrobat. Acrobat is that glitchy, it's that powerful, and it works really, really well, guys. I started using Acrobat some time back. In fact, I've had it in my last video as well. And yes, guys, I mean, it could mean the difference between knocking out a pass and jumping up, getting an interception, or diving, I should say, and getting an interception. But now I will say this. There are certain times where the player overshoots or does the dive, and the receiver, now that the defender is on the floor from diving for the ball, he catches the ball and he scores very easily. So yes, there are some times where he does overshoot the ball or doesn't get the knockout or the interception, and the receiver just winds up scoring or getting a nice gain in yards. That has happened, but more often than not, guys, Acrobat is going to work for you. It's worth the risk on that just because it can be very, very glitchy sometimes. You can see here I got it on Ronnie Lott, Devin McCourty, and Taylor Mays here. And then, guys, corners. Corners, there's a few abilities that I'm going to go over. Now, yes, guys, you could run bench press. Bench press was nerfed. Now it's 3 AP points, and it was also nerfed. The receiver doesn't get tired much. It still works, but it costs 3 AP points. Still a really good ability. I mean, that's the reason they brought it up to 3 AP points. But the one, guys, that's really good too that a lot of people use is One Step Ahead. Now, if you guys saw my offensive abilities video that was right before this one, I talked about route technician, guys. That's the counter to One Step Ahead. Make sure you go check out that video. A lot of people get misinformation on that 90 deep, mid, and short route run if it's over 90, guys. A lot of people repeat what they hear, but that's not facts, guys. So make sure you go check that out. It explains a lot about that. It'll really help you out in the offensive abilities for your receivers. A lot of people, guys, also, here we go, Acrobat. I got it on my cornerbacks as well. Now, the reason I run Acrobat on my corner is because it costs 1 AP point. If it didn't cost 1 AP point, I'll probably be running One Step Ahead, something to that effect, guys. But yeah, guys, to me, the top 3 at corners are Acrobat, bench press, and One Step Ahead. Now, a lot of people do run mid route KO. I know I'll get some comments below of people that run mid and short. Sometimes deep, you don't see that often, but you do see mid and short because you want to stop those cuts or those drags and stuff like that. Yes, that does work. It only costs 1 AP points, but it's only going to work on those situations. That's the only reason that those ain't in my top 3, but they're still really good and can be really good sometimes if they're trying to get that first down, 6 yards to go or something like that, and trying to make that quick cut. It can be the difference of knocking out that ball or staying right close to the receiver. Which One Step Ahead will give you both of that. It'll give you deep, short, mid. It's pretty much everything together. You see here like Deion Sanders, it's pretty much going to give you everything together. One Step Ahead I'm speaking about. Where is it? Right here. So pretty much one step ahead is like medium route KO, improved knockouts in man versus medium routes, deep, and short. That's the reason these are 1 AP point. Well, these are 2 AP points, I should say. They're 1 AP point for medium and short. So you are better off if you're getting these just to get one step ahead. Now, it does cost 3 AP points. Hopefully, they can raise the AP cap soon. And then I know a lot of people will be running that more often than not. Remember, guys, the counter to that is route technician. And then, guys, that's going to take me to sub linebackers. Now, when I say sub linebackers, I'm speaking about users. The user that you use. The user that you use, guys, I think the best. I run Acrobat on Taylor Mays because sometimes I don't play him as my user. I do have him in the sub linebacker spot here. But I'm going to go over certain abilities. I already spoke about Acrobat. That's really good for user, guys. If you're a user, Tackle Supreme is going to work really well for you. And the reason being is you're not going to get faked out most of the time. And you're going to get the tackle for sure, especially if you shoot in the gap or try to stop a run before first down. That's going to get you that, guarantee you that tackle, which is important. Enforcer, guys, I hope they fix that. It's kind of nerfed. A lot of people are not fumbling out there. You don't really need Enforcer. Enforcer last year was really, really glitchy. It was my favorite ability. So hopefully they can fix that, especially when a Sean Taylor comes out or something like that. Because, I mean, Sean Taylor with Enforcer is just a must. But if they fix it, if not, it's going to be something else. Another one, guys, I want to speak about, Stonewall. A lot of people run it. It's kind of like, it's kind of like the counter for reach for it. Does it work all the time? I'm not sure. I did run it and try it, but sometimes I still didn't see the tackle just stopping right there. So that one could be a little bit broken. And then, guys, I want to run stopper. If you guys saw my past videos, I had Derwin James with run stopper. I have to say, guys, that worked really, really well for me. Run stopper on my sub linebacker worked really, really well. So I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, guys, that's what I would use on my users. Any one of those three. It all depends, like I say, your scheme. If you're trying to stop the run, pass, what kind of play style you play. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to y'all real soon.